Hello everyone, I'm Will and this is Norton Film and Review. Let's go! It's Sunday and as promised, it's time for my Sonic the Hedgehog review. If you don't know already, it is now available for you to purchase and watch at home on Amazon, most probably Sky, YouTube Movies and more. So let's get cracking with this review, shall we? So, number one, I've already seen this film before. I watched it on February 15th, pretty much the day after it came out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it with some younger people as well as another adult, and we all enjoyed it. There was not one person who didn't enjoy it. For its nostalgia, for its classic moments from the games, from the cartoon series, the characters, little moments, little references. It is endless amounts of fun, and even for those non-gamers who just want a fun family film this weekend, this is perfect. Trust me. So let's crack on with the cast. The character of Sonic is played by Ben Schwartz, which, if you haven't heard of him before, one of the characters that I absolutely love him for is in Parks and Recreation. When he's first introduced into that series, I thought he could be very irritating, but with the voices and characters that he involves in the series, he was perfect to play Sonic. Reading many reviews I've already seen online, a lot of people have found him irritating or goes on a bit. Personally, I thought he was brilliant. He had perfect, fast-paced chat all the way through, given the energy that the character of Sonic needed. I think he did a great job. His comedy timing was perfect. Well done, Ben. Now onto a character that we all fell in love with over the years, especially in the 90s, and now he has come back to the big screen, and what a film to be part of. Jim Carrey plays Dr. Robotnik, or Mr. Eggman, whatever you want to call him. He was fantastic. He gave us the Ace Ventura energy, the Dumb and Dumber energy, that characteristic, that twitching from one thing to another. He was just amazing throughout this film, and I cannot wait to see, and quote Jim Carrey himself, where this character goes and develops. Oh yes! Now that is no spoiler. He's already said in a review this film deserves a sequel, and that was prior to this film even coming out. He can see this character developing and building even further. He really enjoyed playing the character, and for me it was so nice to see 90s Jim Carrey back on our screens. Let me know what you think. I love him anyway. I think he's fantastic. His comedy is just superb. He's got such an animated face as well as his body language. Everything that he puts into a character, he gives over 100%, and this is no exception. He's hilarious. Kids will love him, adults will love him. Trust me, I'm a big fan. You're gonna love this character. Next up is the character known as Donut Lord, a police officer that Sonic meets in the film and then develops a relationship with, in the sense of family/friends. And just putting that out there, by the way, there's no Sonic love relationship. Loving you. No. But this character was played by James Marsden. If you don't know James Marsden, he's been in lots of stuff over time. Some of the films that I've enjoyed James in is Enchanted as Prince Edward. He's brilliant. Disney film, and I believe it is on Disney Plus if you haven't seen it already. Might be another one to watch this weekend. He was also in Anchorman 2 as Jack Lime, and he was just brilliant. He's done so much in his career. Have a look on IMDb. You've most probably seen him in so many things before, and a great actor. But here's some fun facts about Donut Lord as a character. Originally, the company Paramount were trying to get other people to play this character. Originally, when the first poster was put out there to the world, someone was actually featured on the image of the poster that they wanted to get. That person was Chris Pratt. If you have seen the film before, what do you think? Would Chris Pratt done a good job of the role? Do you think it should have been Chris Pratt instead of James Marsden? Who knows? We won't know because, well, we didn't get him. The other person actually was Chris Evans. Yes, another Marvel superstar, our Captain America himself, Chris Evans. They were trying to get him to play the role as well, which is really interesting. They were trying to get such big names to do it. I'm not saying that James Marsden isn't, but compared to James, Chris are certainly very big in the Marvel world, which is massive around the world right now. What do you think? Should it have been one of them? Do you think it was good just as it is? Or if you haven't seen it, there you go, just a mini little secret maybe you didn't know. Let's crack on with the film. The story itself follows Sonic, who is sent to Earth to survive and live out his life until he can go back to his own planet. In this time, he meets Donut Lord, they create a friendship, and a Mr. Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman, whatever you want to call him, finds out about him and wants to destroy him. This is just a basis of a story. I cannot go into too much detail because I don't want to spoil it for you, but all I can tell you is it's a fun-filled ride throughout, suitable for every family member and packed full of comedy and action, may I add. The producers of this film also produced the Fast and Furious saga, or parts of, should I say, and this in itself brought another dimension to the film and just was thoroughly enjoyable. I keep saying that throughout this film because I want you to watch it. It is so much fun. So I've told you about the story, I've told you about some of the actors, I've told you about some of the directors, producers, and who was involved in this film. I'm sure you're already aware, but this is the biggest money-making game film of all time so far, and I'm really intrigued to see, because of this, I'm sure we're going to get a sequel, but because of this, what other games are going to be turned into films now because of it? Who knows? Drop a comment below. I know one in particular that was voted should be, or could be made next, but who knows? Drop a comment and maybe I'll tell you the answer that I already know. And finally, I'm going to reel off a few things for you that you may not know about the Sonic the Hedgehog film. Something that was going to be featured in this film was the Chaos Emeralds. Now, if you don't know about the Chaos Emeralds, they feature a lot in the games and I believe in the cartoon animated series. Now, the Chaos Emeralds represent what I can only compare to the Infinity Stones of Avengers. In the games, you collect all of these emeralds, and then once collecting all 5, you become very powerful, you turn yellow, and much stronger. There's many moments in this film I'm sure that you'll be able to spot where there should have been an emerald and it was changed to something else, and a particular moment at the end where we may have seen him become the yellow Sonic. Who knows? Let me know what you think. Should it have been featured in there? Is it something that we just didn't need because many people didn't know about it, especially people that don't play the game? Who knows? That was one thing that we were supposed to get that was cut from the film. Now, to finish off this video, something else that has been cut from the films due to the budget. A lot of you may know already, game films have not done very well over history in the film world. There's so many of them out there, from Super Mario Bros. To I can't even give any examples. There's so many, but they haven't done very well. So Paramount kept tight on the budget this time, and due to that, certain things didn't happen in the film. Number 1, characters and friends of Sonic that should have been in the film. We don't know which ones they would have been, but I'm sure there's several of those characters that you could think of instantly that should be in the film, or were going to be in the film, that weren't. They were cut due to the budget cost of CGI or animation that would have just cost them even more money, especially after they had to remake the whole film due to the public going mad about the original design of Sonic. Another thing that was cut from the film was Sonic jumping from worlds to world. I won't tell you how that's done. You can certainly see how certain bits are done in the film now, but he was supposed to jump from world to world, or level to level if you like, that we've seen in these games over the years, but that was then cut from the film due to budget. Obviously the animation and CGI is a big cost for these filmmakers, and due to that and not knowing how this film was going to do, especially after the reboot and animating fiasco, shall we say, this was another thing that was cut from the film. All of these things in mind, I personally think that this was a great film. Great cast, great comedy, great fun, perfect for this Easter weekend, trust me, and all round a great film. Whether you're an adult, a game lover, a child, trust me, this is one to watch and get the family together. So why not rent it or buy it this weekend on Amazon or Sky? Sonic the Hedgehog, starring James Marsden, Ben Schwartz and Jim Carrey, is available now for you to watch, and let me know what you think by dropping a comment below. So everyone, that is all I've got time for. I hope you've enjoyed my review of Sonic the Hedgehog. I will be doing reviews every Sunday of a new film. What's going to be the next one? I have no idea, but stay tuned. And for now, subscribe to my channel. I'm Norton Film and Review. Thank you so much for your support and subscribing. Don't forget to like the video as well, and I will speak to you very soon. Have a great Easter. Bye bye.